know it's been a while, but I had a whole ton of topics I was going to do this summer, but I didn't do them. So I'm still going to do them, which means a lot of videos is coming, but I'm not going to do more than one video a day because that would be crazy. Now, I'm doing a video on daily rituals. So a daily ritual's purpose is to ultimately honor everything that you consider spiritual and beyond the physical plane, which also could be riddled into the physical plane, whatever it is. Basically, it's a ritual to honor all of those things. So, I do a daily ritual every single day. I have 2 daily rituals, one for when I actually have time, and the other for when I don't, / when I go to school. So, ultimately, I am going to share both of these rituals with you and what they are. And, well, here goes. So, I should probably turn on my light, because otherwise I won't be able to see very well. There. This here is my altar. So, I sit here, I kneel here at the start usually. Sometimes I go crisscross applesauce, and yes, that's what I'm calling it. I don't care what you people call that. Just crisscross applesauce, I don't care. First thing I do is I take my goddess statue, which looks nothing like what I visualize in my head as the goddess. I just picked a female statue that seemed kind of godly. So, I hold the goddess, and then I visualize the goddess, and I read the charge of the goddess, which is a document I found online. And then, as I'm visualizing her, I become one with her. Like, just everything feminine in the universe is just, I am. And then, if I had any activities or other things that I wanted to do with the goddess, I would do them right then. The next part of the ritual, the full ritual anyway, is I hold the god statue, which also looks nothing like how I visualize the god to be, but it is how I, it's a cute, godly little statue. So, I hold the god statue, and I visualize the god. And then I read the charge of the god, which is another thing I found online. And then everything I consider to be masculine, I visualize being a part of myself, and become one with the god. And then, if I had any activities or other things I wanted to do with the god, I do them then. And then, at this point, I have a visual of the goddess sitting on this side of me and the god sitting on this side of me. So they're both sitting beside me, and they're sitting with me. So I take the hands of them, I hold out my hands, and they take my hand, each of them, and then I lift my hands above my head and clasp my hands, visualizing the gods clasping their hands. And and then like giant yin-yang feeling all around. I love that feeling. And then I pick up my tiger's eye, and I hold on to it, and I visualize vines coming from every part of my body, my face, my stomach, my arms, my legs, my feet, everything. And I visualize that just spreading outwards. They're not going down, they're going outwards. And I visualize dirt from beneath my feet all the way above my head, even if it isn't there. Just visualize that. And then I feel like I am a part of the earth. I am a part of the earth. I just visualize the stability and everything that the earth means, and just until I feel like a statue, basically. Once I feel like a statue, I set the tiger's eye down, and I take my feather, which the one that isn't sitting on my altar. I mostly use these for visuals, ultimately, of the elements. And this is actually a really good fan, if anything. So, I hold on to my feather. It's a really big feather. Like, it's bigger than my head. You see? Yeah. So I grab onto my feather, and I just visualize the wind coming at me, through me. Not around me like some aerodynamic weirdness where the wind goes around, which is generally what happens when people are walking and all that. I visualize it going straight through my body as if I wasn't there. And with this, I try feeling like I'm a part of the wind. I am blowing. I am just moving through with the wind. I am not some obstacle for the wind. I flow freely. And I also visualized myself becoming this, whilst thinking about everything that the wind means on a basis of wind, air, basically. Then I take a candle and I light it, which smells good. Vanilla cinnamon brulee candle. Either way, I light this candle and I hold it about that far from me. I can smell it real well like that when it's burning too. And I hold it there with both of my hands, not just one, and I visualize the heat. Like, I just have the heat coming at me, and then I have the heat coming from inside me. I make my heat spread, go out of my extremities, just heat up. I visualize myself as a dancing flame, full of creative energy, constantly just, well, waving, really, like fire. So once I feel this heat overcome, I put my candle back, and then I grab my rain stick, which is actually really fun. So this is my rain stick, and what I do is I start leaning back and forth, imagining myself as water. Like, I'm at a beach, I'm laying in the water, I'm hitting the shore again and again and again as I rock back and forth, hearing the noise, visualizing the shore. And if that doesn't work, because this is the sound of rain after all, not shore from the water, I visualize myself laying on the driveway, getting hit by the rain, which is actually something I like doing when it's raining outside, and it's a lot easier to visualize since I don't actually live near a beach or anything, so I like the rain a lot. So when I'm done with that, I